Something else I should have talked about with reports is make a report here. Some options up at the top. We talked about printing, and you can print a blank worksheet if you want. But here, this file option. A lot of you guys might want to export this data and put it into Excel or some kind of spreadsheet program or do other things with it. And we do give you the option for doing that here. ASCII file options. So I think Excel likes comma separated, and if you want to include the text data, that would be like the name of the up here at the top of these. Some spreadsheets do not want any text; it just wants numbers. Some spreadsheets want the text, the labels for it. So it's the include text data means are you including the labels at the top of the columns? And you want to convert the columns to rows. So that basically means instead of printing it out like this, you would flip this thing over so you'd have this would be the column headings and this would be the different rows that you would have. For this data, I think you want to keep it like it is. And then do you want to include any comments or specifications? Typically, unless you're using Excel, you don't want a lot of other things coming along with it. But in Excel, it can handle that and include some comments there. And then you can browse to any place on your computer to come up with a name. I'm going to do something here where I just type in example. And I'm going to put a .csv extension on this. And if you're familiar with Excel, you might know that a CSV file means something in Excel. Comma separated variables, what that stands for. And it might import a little bit easier in Excel. Okay, so we want to cancel out of that, and we just want to type it in here. I guess that browses for picking out a file that you've already done before. So we're going to save file, and it says it has been written. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to, using Windows Explorer, here's a Portfolio Analyzer folder. Here is the example data. And you can see because it's CSV, it already knows, it's got the Excel logo there, and we're going to double click on it, open up Excel, and there's the data right there. Import it into Excel. There's a bunch of other information down here that would not have come along if we would not have asked it to include all this other information. But you asked to include it, or I did for you. And anyway, so that's how you get data into Excel. I'm going to turn this off and get back to our Portfolio Analyzer. So that's another useful feature, ASCII files up here.